Hi everyone, welcome to another week of the Weekly Well. Thanks for joining me. Last week we talked about the notion of time, and I used the example of something that I had once heard, and that was someone who was referring to time and looked up to heavens and said, "God, give me more time." And God looked down and said, "I don't have any more time. Give me more you." And of course, just, kind of hearing that reminds us that life is not a dress rehearsal, but also that there are times where we could be doing more. And perhaps we aren't giving the most of ourselves because we are spread too thin, because we're putting out other fires and forgetting something. So I think it ties in nicely with what I wanted to talk about this week, and that is in The War of Art, which I just absolutely love, Steven Pressfield. He talks about the principle of priority. And basically that is this, that we need to be able to know the difference and to distinguish the difference between what is urgent and what is important in our lives. And then we need to do what is important. And I think that is incredible. And the reason is this: when we, and I hear it so often, from people, and myself included, where you feel like, oh my gosh, I just didn't get enough done today, and I'm running out of time. And if we stop and we reflect, we can really see where the leaks are. And often it is because we got pulled away. We paid attention to whatever or whoever was saying something was more urgent than what was in front of us. So how do we know what's important? How do we know that? Well, we know based upon our intentions that we set for the day or for the week. And if we want to, put it all out there for our life, right? What is it most important to us? And then each day we work at that. We say, is doing A going to give me or get me closer to the result that I am looking for, to what I want to accomplish? And if in the meantime we are distracted by something that is urgent, it is important that we stop and pay attention and say, I'm going to do what's important to me. I'm not going to fall for that. Paying attention paying attention to distractions is what I meant to say, and focusing on always what other people think we need, and the phone is ringing, the emails are chirping, and the kids are calling, and we pay attention to those urgencies and do that instead, is a habit. And any habit can be broken by forming a new habit. So saying, no, I'm not going to be distracted today. I'm not going to fall for that nonsense. I'm going to instead pay attention and keep chipping away. And what's important is actually going to get you to the finish line. And when we do that, our time, our sense of time is greatly impacted. We feel more confident. We are not beating ourselves up, guys. We have accomplished more. So we actually have a goal that we have met, and we feel empowered and we feel fulfilled and achieved. So therefore, it is directly related to opening up our mental bandwidth of, I have more time. We're not so cluttered because we weren't distracted. Something I want to talk about, and not in today's clip, but I will get to, is, the fact that when we become distracted, it takes like double the amount of time to get us back on track and focused again. So when we implement the principle of priority into our life and we do what's important and not what is urgent, you will feel time be more on your side and more of a friend. It takes discipline. For some of you, it is going to be a new habit that you have to form. But I know you can do this. I got you. Have a great week, and I will see you next week.